come as you are. That's what we tell them, but we fail to accept them, so we fail to compel them to see to the very core of our theology. See, our choreography's out of sync. Like we don't care if they believe, we'd rather teach them how to think. We're less concerned with getting worshipers on their feet as we are with putting another number in a seat. It's backwards. And then we lack words when they present us their problems, confused that our cookie-cutter Christian-y comments couldn't solve them. Let go and let God. It sounds nice and poetic, but they're looking for answers. They're not looking for aesthetics. The damage we've done should make us sick to our stomachs. The church is for those in the valleys, not for those on the summits. And how many adults and youths refuse the good news, not because they don't understand it, but fused with all views and half-truths, it looks a lot like propaganda. So now when we reach, we only preach empty words because we cut off their ears with the edge of our swords. Us silly kids with sticks. We must be pretending if we think that God needs our help defending His gospel, which is already enough to offend. But if we're to represent it, let us first make amends. Travelers, lend us your ears. Lord, lend us your healing hands. Bride of Christ, how we long to look lovely, and despite our admirers' affirmations, we still assume that we're ugly. So we settle. Second best is simpler, and no one expects much. But it turns out our decision doesn't only affect us. Facilitate freedom. That was our commission. But we let the people perish due to our lack of vision, our lack of excellence, and our lack of ambition. But we don't get to set the standards. There's a predisposition that was given when we allowed our debt to be paid under no condition, though it implied a contrition. And not for one will not be a contradiction. I will hold excellence as my highest conviction. Good enough is not good enough. Just ask Ananias if God accepts less than our utmost for His highest. And they can reject the message. Though we can't prevent it, our responsibility remains in the way we present it. So don't bury your talents. Don't stick to the script. As children of God, we've inherited His craftsmanship. Don't sell yourself short. Pursue perfection. Expect no less than exceptional without exception. Intrinsically intricate, insisting the significance that God is magnificent. And our art is our argument that His church is consistent. We'll stumble and we'll fall. God, grant us direction. And we'll persevere despite our imperfections. And when they see us, they see You. Lord, be our reflection. May our words only be hindered from a tear-filled inflection as the cry of our hearts is heard in every direction. Stand at our sides, lest we fear and retreat, and give our hearts strength to endure to see Your church complete.